Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of the Growth Podcast. I am your host, Jesse the Truth, as well as my host,
Tierica.
and we are bringing you another brilliant episode called Be Kind, Unwind. Because as we know, the pressures the world can get to us, we uh, we sometimes bring that type of stress and like weight with us into our home, which is supposed to be our safe space. So sometimes we end up, what I'm saying, being a drag at home, being just
Carrying that energy to
yeah,
the house.
carrying that
Yeah.
energy, carrying it into the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year. And it's just like as long as you keep carrying that weight and not getting it up off you, you just carrying weight.
Yeah.
And you just got a lot of pressure on you. So today we're gonna talk to you about, you know what I'm saying, kinda how you can unwind a little bit, how you can prioritize that rest. And of course prioritizing rest means that we gotta sleep. Because oftentimes we got older, when you was little, you would try to stay up as late as you could because you
Absolutely.
feel like you don't miss something. And you could get up the next day and be fine, but like as you get older, instead of
It's
doing
not the
that,
same.
it's not the
It's not the
same.
same.
You feel it, and some people can like work off a couple of hours and be fine, but it's not good for you.
What
And
came to my mind was the team no sleep. People are really big on team no sleep. No, no,
yeah,
no. You need to be team sleep. You got to
hey,
rest too.
Kevin Gates got it popular. I don't get tired,
Yeah,
so that's the slogan for people. That I don't get tired.
to each his own, but it's important to get
It's
that rest.
definitely important. I was actually listening to an audio book because I've been getting into my audio books lately. I just finished the Will Smith book. That one's really good.
Okay. I didn't even know
Yeah,
he had a book.
yeah. Nah, I would definitely check that out. As you get like later on in the like book, like once he starts talking about like his feelings and stuff like that, and the stuff with Jada and all that, it gets really
Mm.
interesting. Not on the perspective that he don't get in too deep into like they personal issues, but just like he gave me a different perspective and outlook on it. Even
Okay.
like when it came to like understanding death. I know this is getting a little sidetracked, but it's nothing wrong
That's
with
how we
that.
do. That's just
That's
how
how
we
we do
do.
it. But I'm listening to a 50 Cent one, and he was talking about how he could like what I'm saying at first operate. He can go like 30 some hours no sleep and still be fine, and what I'm saying, because you busy. He had what I'm saying, he promoted, and what I'm saying, he always coined that term, you can sleep when you die. Like
I've
I got, I
heard
got,
that too.
I got to
I've
get
heard
to this
that.
money. So he's like, as he's gotten older, he's starting to realize the benefits of getting your sleep. It's like he
Yes.
talked to like Jeff Bezos, and Jeff Bezos like basically prioritizes 8 hours of sleep a day.
It's
And he's
important.
like a lot of wealthy people that we look to like, oh, they got all this money, they prioritize sleep. Even like people like Elon Musk. So like the whole thing, I gotta grind, I gotta do all this. Like the richest people in the world are getting their sleep. They're
Hmm.
making sure like they don't, if they know they gotta get up early, they still making sure they go to sleep at a decent time. And I think that's a difficult thing for a lot of people because obviously if you get home at like 6 or 5 from work, you gotta eat.
You only
They
have so much time
Yeah,
to get
people want
stuff
to catch
done.
up on their shows and stuff like that. So people are normally in the bed like around like 9,
And if
10,
you have
maybe
kids,
11. Yeah, you have kids. You got to sit there
extra
and
routines.
wrestle with them,
Yeah.
get them situated. Then again, you still want to watch your shows. You still want to do all this stuff. And social media, you be trying to catch up with what's going on in the world. And I think it just really like puts a hindrance on our sleep. And now we just getting like 5, 6 hours. We
Mhm.
waking up, we groggy, we don't really feel like doing stuff. And a lot of people got them internal clocks anyway. So even if they're going to sleep late, they're still getting up at like 5 or 6, even on weekends when they could possibly sleep in.
Yeah.
Cause so it's important to just try to like, hey, if you know you got to get up at 4 or 5, go to bed at 8 or 9. Like that's your best bet. Like, cause lack of sleep leads to what I'm saying, weight gain. Your
Hmm.
body's not getting the rest. It's not burning the amount of calories that it needs to. You disrupting that.
It
That's
affects your eating habits too.
yeah. You now you eating more. You know what I'm saying? It affects your immune system because now your
Hmm.
body's not, what I'm saying, properly repairing itself. Uh, it just leads to a lot of issues that can be circumvented by just getting your rest, going in bed. I mean,
Absolutely.
there's nothing wrong with it. Turning off your phone, putting it away,
Ooh,
and just
so important.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie though. I know this is difficult for people because even I struggle with that. Like sometimes I'm up until like 11 or 12, and I'm like, I want to get up at 5 or 6, but I'm like,
Ooh.
man, I can do it sometimes, but a lot of times I'm like, it's difficult. I'm not feeling this good. It definitely like hinders my workout sometimes because now I'm like, man, I really don't feel like going into the gym feeling how I'm feeling. I gotta
Right.
wait a little bit till I'm up to it, drink a little water or something. But yeah, man, prioritize sleep. Sleep is gonna be your best thing. And as again, we're gonna tell you these type of things, but it's not like we don't have our own internal struggle with these type of things as well. We know these are the best routes for you, so we understand your struggle. But again, we try to prioritize sleep, so you should as well. Make sure you can get your rest. 7 to 8 hours is the recommended amount of time.
Yes.
Uh, they say adults can shift between 6, but again, if you don't want to feel them blues in the morning, don't go to sleep. There's nothing wrong with it. You ain't missing out on nothing. Shows can always be watched later on. Social media will be there when you wake up.
Those posts are going nowhere.
Yeah, them posts aren't
Nowhere.
going nowhere. Everybody just be up. And then I think what Instagram, social media has it to where like if you don't turn those notifications off, they ding you if you ain't on there after a certain amount of time. They're like, oh, you missed out on
Absolutely.
this.
Hey, check this out. That's why I always turn notifications off for all
All
social
my
media.
stuff.
Everything is turned
Social
off.
media, Twitter,
Turned off.
anything. Like I don't like my notifications pinging me. I don't like nothing just disturbing me. Cause I hate the ringtones or anything like that. The ding 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 ding.
It's disturbing. It's disturbing.
Yeah,
So.
you
And it can be
interrupting
a
my peace.
distraction because then you probably tend to find yourself constantly looking for those notifications, and you don't want to fall into that type of trap.
Absolutely. So not only do you need a pair resting well, you also need a pair eating well with that. So of course, you know what I'm saying, when you wake up, don't sit there and have a big breakfast. A lot of people have those like the terms like country breakfast. Like you know what I'm saying? People
There's
eat-
no color to it. Everything is tan.
Yeah. you got biscuits, bacon, gravy, all these type of big country meals. But what people fail to realize is those country meals, them country boys and women was up at the you know what I'm saying, crack of dawn, putting in work, you know what I'm saying, going out in the fields, doing what they need to do. So by the time 9 or 10 rolled around, they burn so many calories, they need to replenish like that. But if you're not doing that, you don't need to be eating like that. So
Okay. It's very, very important how you start your day. And breakfast, it's break fast. Like it's breaking
exactly,
fast.
you breaking your fast. You been asleep for however amount of long you ain't been eating. So when you wake up in the morning around like noonish, especially if you haven't ate until like noon, that's your body's peak time for its nutritional absorbment.
Yep.
So during that time, the best thing to break your fast is fruits.
Absolutely.
Because that's where you're going to get all your vitamins and minerals from and your natural sugars to.
And it's a lot easier for your body to just smoothly digest. So it's like waking up your system versus all that heavy stuff so early.
Exactly. Because after that, that itis kick in, that laziness kicks in, and now you don't really want to tackle nothing because you ready to go to sleep again. You done ate a hefty meal. All them fats and everything. Yeah, you need refreshing stuff to get your body going. Also, the importance of showers, because I won't pick on people, but we've all heard rumors of a particular group of people that don't take showers like that, or they had scheduled showers.
Oh, I missed out on that whole article. I ain't heard about that one.
So again, we won't say anything, but
okay.
It's people who don't wash their legs, and are they people that just, they schedule shower times for like Tuesdays and Thursdays out the week.
Interesting. Okay. However you want to live in this lifetime.
Exactly.
That's fine.
Over here smelling like a bag of onions, like Little Michi. You can't be doing this now.
Yeah, showers are extremely important.
Showers will help you go to sleep at night. You take a hot, relaxing shower before you go to bed. Oh yeah, your body is done all calm down. It unloaded that pressure for the day. You ready to go to sleep by then.
And they also have these things called shower melts with essential oils in them, and you can just drop them in the shower while you're in there, and then it just mixes with the steam, the essential oil, so it like you can use lavender that helps to relax you.
Like eucalyptus.
Yes, and especially if you're experiencing like allergies and stuff.
They even have those things where you can like tie it to like your shower head, like the leaves and all that. So like when when you're taking a hot shower, like it hits it and it just starts steaming with it.
See,
and just
there's resources.
Essential oils, go get them.
Yes,
need them. They're gonna help you calm down and relax and just feel lovely, like a little spa day. But just like showers at night can help you, you also got to take showers in the morning because those cold showers.
Why was I about to ask you that? I was about to ask, do you do the cold showers?
So this is how I do cold showers because I can't just hop up in there straight cold. You get to hyperventilating, you like you breathing in the bag. So this is where I go in the shower. I got it on hot, kind of like warm to where it's like, all right, this is comfortable. And as the shower's going, I'm turning it down a little bit at a time. So I'm
Okay.
finishing my shower cold.
Okay.
So I'm not hyperventilating as bad, and you get the benefits of like, you know what I'm saying, your circulatory system working how it needs to. Cause that
Okay.
coldness, like, you know what I'm saying, gets your blood working, it gets you flowing. So now you know what I'm saying, you ready to tackle your day. Helps wake you up a cent. So
I'm gonna try that because every time I mentally think about doing a cold shower, I say no. And then, if you turn the water on and it's not hot yet and you hop in real quick, that's the only
you,
time I touch the cold water.
yeah, you feel it. You're like, oh,
No,
and
thank
then you
you.
sit back a little bit and let it heat up a little bit. You're like, oh, this is a little cold.
Yeah, because this ain't it. Because I like the showers extra spicy. So, yeah,
Y'all
no.
women be taking
Cooking.
them boiled showers. Y'all be in there cooking like crawfish. I can't do it. Oh no, 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 no.
That's
Y'all,
okay. I'm gonna try your method though for the cold shower.
yeah,
It
just
might
turn it
be
down a little
cool.
bit.
It might not get to cold just yet. We might be at cool, a little
Cause
lukewarm or
I feel
something.
like after a while it starts feeling like you jumping in the pool. You know, when you first jump in the pool,
I
get
don't
a
get
little
in
cold.
pools.
You don't get in pools. Why you
Nope.
don't get in pools?
I don't like chlorine water.
Okay, that makes a little sense. But you just have your feet dangling in it,
I sit on the sideline.
so you don't get in no pools.
Nope.
I don't get in pools to
I
the
get in the
sense that
ocean.
I can't float. Which I'm gonna fix, y'all. Don't worry. I'm looking this year, 2022. I'm gonna be swimming. I'm
Okay.
gonna learn. I'm gonna go to a YMCA and learn. But I can swim and move to point A to point B. But I can't float in deep water. I sink. So
That's my problem. I tell myself that I don't float. If you try to put me in some water, I'm not gonna float. I just
yeah,
don't fool with it. I don't fool with
and the
it.
moment it touches my nose, I'm in panic mode. I'm like,
You feel
oh,
like
like
you didn't sniffed it.
especially like if you go in the swimming pool, you sniff chlorine water, like
That's the
it get in your
worst.
nose. You like, oh.
It's the worst. Yeah, that's why I don't fool with it. I'll get in the ocean. Catch me in the
Can
ocean.
you open your eyes in the water?
Huh?
Can you open your eyes in
I
the
mean,
water?
people do it. I would never.
That's what I'm saying. Like I was just asking, could you? Because I'm like, I know people can do it. And I'm always thinking like,
No.
man, that just looked like it hurt your eyes. I
It looks like
cannot.
it burns. That's
Yeah,
what I always
especially
thought.
if you're in the swimming
Burns.
pool, that chlorine. I know that's why your eyes red. You
Mm-mm.
coming out there, them chemicals in your eyes. No,
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I
I'd
can
rather not.
see. I want to do ocean and see again. A brilliant thing about the Will Smith book, he was talking about like the connection to the ocean that a lot of people miss, and because he was I forget where he was at. He was in some island place. I want to say it was Trinidad,
Okay.
somewhere like that. He was visiting his ex-wife's husband. So like he took him out to like the ocean. He was like, man, like I don't do the ocean because he can't swim. Like he had a natural fear of like the water. Like he don't swim. But like I think he was talking to his therapist and all that. And she was like, "You, this is something you need to tackle. Like if you can tackle this, like it'll help you like understand women better. Cause in a sense, he was like he didn't understand it at the time, but he's like when he got in the water, he felt like the frequency of like the earth moving with people. Cause he was like
Mm.
they would just get in the water and just be chilling, like you know what I'm saying, going with the current and stuff like that. And that
Mm.
makes sense because you know a lot of people to ground themselves, they go outside sometimes with no shoes on
Yes.
and like you know
Connect
what I'm
with the
saying,
earth.
connect with the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another way of connection is by getting in the ocean and letting it like carry you, move you, and stuff like that. And I'm like,
I love that. Well, I've been connecting all spring and summer.
see, I got to do that. The only thing that scares me about the ocean is like I can't see at the bottom
Well,
of
you
it.
just don't go too far out. You don't go that far.
Okay, and that's fine, but it still be stuff swimming by you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just seen a couple little fish swim by one time.
yeah. See that
But
that
that was just
panicking
one
me.
time.
What if it's a shark near you or something like that?
You better run.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie though. He kind of like motivates me in the sense of like I want to tackle some of those fears. So I wouldn't mind like going and swim with like sharks. You know how they got that in like
Mhm.
some like places. I wouldn't mind doing it, but I'm just like right now the way I'm thinking, I'm like, man, that's scary. Like, why am I doing this? Like
It's okay.
this?
But see, once you tackle it, you're going to feel like Superman, like you can
Yeah,
accomplish
I can swim
anything.
with sharks. You know?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, until them sharks decide, oh, it's fish in the water.
Fresh meat.
Yeah, fresh meat. I'm gonna be gone. I ain't gonna be thinking about it. But yeah, nah, definitely get in the waters, take showers, don't schedule them. take your showers daily, please. Uh,
Daily.
just because you can't smell yourself, don't mean other people can't smell you. And
And it's just
again,
good to do at night just to relax you, calm you, especially if you have problems going to sleep. Like, I know there's probably quite a good number, I don't know the percentage of people that deal with insomnia.
absolutely, a lot of people that I know deal with insomnia. And it's just you can't sleep at night. Your mind's racing. It's a good way to calm your mind down.
Yeah.
And I think so. And then don't sleep with your TVs on. I do that. I have a bad habit of doing that. But
You know what? I purposely don't put any TVs in my bedroom. No
yeah,
TVs.
see, I gotta get hip to that because I definitely go to sleep watching something. whether it's something on Disney or
I was about
Harry
to say
Potter,
some cartoons.
some Zootopia, Wreck-It Ralph or something. I definitely cut it on, but it's not good for you because
And it's a common thing. I feel like almost everybody.
yeah, and
goes through
I think it like disturbs your like REM sleep. So it's not good to do because then you wake up and especially if like you a light sleeper and the movie or something has like a loud scene and just don't you just waking up in a panic. So definitely don't do that. Turn your TVs off. Put your phones away. You know what I'm saying? Get your rest. Prioritize it.
Okay.
Meditation. Meditation will help you like, you know what I'm saying, unbag the weight of the world sometimes. Sometimes just taking 15 minutes to yourself to just do some breathing and just learn you.
Breathing relaxes you. It really relaxes
And
you.
like I always say, like we don't understand how much we really don't breathe because it's second nature. It's just like, you know what I'm saying, it's habit. We breathing right now without thinking about it. We're actually taking the time to just like breathe in your
Focus on
nose,
it.
and out your mouth and like letting it really guide you. It's a whole nother different level of
And a lot of times we don't even breathe correctly.
it.
You know?
That's my point because it's just we not thinking about it. We just
No.
thinking we breathing. That's why you have some people who be
Literally.
Yeah.
Like I've seen an article where it said you have to look at how newborn babies breathe. When they inhale, their stomach goes out. When they exhale, their stomach comes in. So that's like how we're supposed to be breathing versus the opposite way. Like if you tell somebody take a deep breath in,
they suck
they
their
suck
stomach
everything in, and that's not the correct way to do it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we're breathing incorrecly, and just the benefits that you can get from doing it correctly.
You want to learn how to breathe correctly? Do yoga. I promise you, yoga will realize you do not breathe at all because there's so much in your nose, out your mouth, and all that. And it's so much sometimes where it's just like that's what makes to me like yoga difficult because it's just like steady keeping up with your breathing.
Because that's a big focus in yoga.
Yeah, so just, you know what I'm saying, meditate. You know what I'm saying, sit down and like learn your thoughts. Like, you know what I'm saying, figure out your emotions. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Oftentimes people associate, you know what I'm saying, meditation with prayer, and that's fine too. Like if you praying, like spend some time down there praying. You know what I'm saying? Really like try to understand yourself, get in touch with your spiritual side as well. Because again, that's helping you unbag and prepare you for the weight of the world.
Absolutely. And I feel like there's no right or wrong way to meditate. Like you can sit down and meditate and try to just clear your mind of all thoughts and just have nothing going on. Or what I personally like to do is if I know I can feel like I can recognize when I'm starting to feel anxious or things are bothering me, I'll go sit down and meditate because I know all those thoughts are going to come up and I'm paying attention to the things that are bothering me the most. And then once I come out of meditation, I'm like, okay, how can I fix this? Or how can I, alleviate this from causing these emotions for me? So it's a good time for self-reflection, especially when you're self-aware and you pay attention to what's kind of going on.
No, absolutely. And it's just, you know what I'm saying, you can log them if you want to. Or you get you a journal, write that stuff down, write your feelings out, write your day out. You know what I'm saying? I got a journal. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, journal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right
it's all
here.
fancy.
It's fancy. You know what I'm saying? My little black book. I write all my goals, my dreams, anything that I have feelings about in this book. And it's just, it's a good way to just log them in, get it out. And it's nothing like putting pen to paper.
Absolutely.
That's, you know what I'm saying? It's making it real. So, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's your aspirations, whether it's just you probably had a bad day and you just really need to release some anger, that's a good way to release it.
Great way.
You know what I'm saying? Write it out. And if you want, rip it out, ball it up, throw it away. And that's, you know what I'm saying? That's signaling that you're letting that go.
I like to burn the paper.
But
please be careful.
You got to burn book. Okay.
Yeah.
Only people who watch Mean Girls will understand that reference. But yeah, it's just writing stuff down. I think we've gotten so far away from it. And if you don't want to write it down, type it out, because you know that's the way of the world now. We're
Yep.
digital.
We have the notes on our phone. Go ahead and type
Everybody
it.
has a notebook in their phone.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't want to go spend, you know what I'm saying, some little coin on the journal and a pen, write it down in your phone, because I know you got a phone. So just write it
And it's
down.
in your hand. So instead of being on social media, go ahead and switch tabs
Exactly, and it's a
to the
good way to start
notes.
the day. So whether
Yeah.
you're ending your day with the journal or starting your day with it, either which way is good. Even if it's midday, you're at lunch, you're having a horrible day at work or something, or it's just stressful, just take some time on your break, write it out, and then
Mm-hmm.
just let it go.
Ooh, you know what just came to mind? Like if you have a stressful day, when you go home and you write or type things that you're grateful for. So that'll help to take your focus off of, the negativity that you dealt with throughout the day. And you can, kind of change your vibe a little bit and see all the things that you have around you and in your life that you can appreciate and that makes you happy.
No,
I love doing that.
absolutely. I think a lot of times we're ungrateful,
Yeah.
very ungrateful. Like we look at everything that's going wrong in our life, everything that may be going wrong in our relationships and stuff like that, and we're just like, why this happened to me? Oh, if I had this, it'd be better. If I had that, it'd be better. But you already have so much,
Yes.
so just be grateful for what you do have, and release. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's going wrong. If it's not working out, just you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta accept that and move forward how you need to. If you know what I'm saying, you ain't got, you know what I'm saying, the money to pay your bills. Well, instead of, you know what I'm saying, griping about it, figure out a way, because there's so much money to be made out here.
So much.
You know what
In
I'm
so
saying?
many different ways, too.
And it don't matter if you're doing the same thing somebody else done, whether it's t-shirts, clothes, or you know what I'm saying, anything, food and stuff like that. Like you go into the market, that's one, like, you know what I'm saying, cliche thing all the time. You go in the market, you see all these brands, all these ketchup brands. You know what I'm saying? You can do the same thing, but nobody can do it like you. So, you know what I'm saying? If that's a gripe, you know what I'm saying, it's ways out here that you can, you know what I'm saying, alleviate that.
Yeah.
If it's just, family issues, you know what I'm saying? Try to talk them out with your family. Try to work things out. Like it's always a solution and a way to like help you get through those type of things. And again, journaling, meditation, proper sleep, showers will help you alleviate that stress that you feel from that.
Definitely.
So,
Come on. Dropping
again,
gems.
drop
Dropping
in,
gems.
sprinkle them on there like salt bay. You know what I'm saying? Stretching is a big one too. Oftentimes,
That's what I need to
again,
do more
the
of.
weight of the world. And the reason why I use that term weight of the world is because even when you go like get a massage or you go get adjusted and all that, they always tell you like, oh, you're knotted up right here, like you're really tight. Like gravity is literally weighing down on us. So not only is gravity doing that, but then you taking problems, stress, depression, you taking all these things that just make you feel sunken. You just stay shrinking. Because, in real life, as we go on in the world, we're actually really shrinking.
Well, I don't need
Like,
to shrink no more.
yeah, you're getting shorter. So, like, you're this height now, but when you get older, you're going to be shorter than
I
you
might
are.
as well just disappear. Like,
But
what?
again, that's
Okay.
why they have those things like chiropractors tell you to get adjusted, because like getting
Okay.
adjusted a couple of times, they try to sell you these plans, and of course sometimes you're like, oh, they're just trying to get money. But you go through a couple of adjustments, like you actually get a little taller. Like they might be able to knock a couple inches up off your spine, just
Interesting.
yeah, it's,
Okay.
it's really weird. But stretching is super important, because you get wound up, your muscles get tight, everything gets tight. That's a good way to be able to practice your breathing, stretching and breathing. Again, that's preparing you for the world. That's making you feel loose. That's making you get ready to take on everything. So, stretching, super important.
I'm gonna start incorporating some stretching. I need
Yeah,
to.
I try to. I ain't gonna lie, I don't stretch all the time, especially when I work out. But I try to do it more. It just helps avoid injuries. It helps you just, you know what I'm saying? You never know
I
what
should be
might happen.
stretching before I go skate.
You definitely should, because again, you skating. If you fall, it'll help you. You got to learn how to fall properly. You know how to fall properly.
I mean, I've been told that I fall gracefully, so.
I think people try to always catch themselves, and it just amps up the risk. Like sometimes you just have to accept that you're gonna fall. Maybe like roll up in a ball or something. But if you
Okay.
try to catch yourself, if you catch yourself the wrong way, you risk like breaking something. You might break your arm or anything like that, your leg, something, your hip.
I mean, I've walked away with some bruises, but that's about it.
No, that's life. I got bruises on my legs now. I don't know how they get there. You actually know,
You
like,
ran into something at home.
nah, you actually know lifting weights, like, depending, like, especially, like, with your legs and stuff like that, like, it will produce, like, bruises on your legs without you realizing it.
Didn't know that either.
Cause yeah, you just you tearing muscle groups, so sometimes like bruising
Mm,
forms depending on where it's at,
wow.
and that's why I'm like, man, where did this bruise come from? I'm like, I'm lifting weights,
Probably the gym at this
the
point.
gym,
The gym.
running, tearing these muscles up. Uh, Again, we also talked about the power of water, just getting in the water, showers, swimming, ocean, drinking water. Drinking
Yes.
water is super important because we don't drink enough water. We're
Mm,
70% water.
yeah.
Or is it like 80,
75.
75% water?
Mm-hmm.
And people might drink a bottle or two. Or what's that rapper? He said he just now started drinking water. So a boy was just drinking sodas, juice, and
Mm-mm.
everything else.
Mm. That just listen. The health
pH
coach comes out.
balance is acidic.
Woo! Yeah, your insides are a little burnt
Don't
up.
be drinking that Dasani or nothing either, man.
That's
People,
tap water, ain't it?
yeah, I don't even think that's tap water.
I only drink spring water. I don't even want purified water.
Yeah, I mean, I might
And
do an Ozarka every now and then, but
or alkaline. I don't drink alkaline water. It's been processed.
I ain't gonna lie. Some alkaline water is disgusting.
I don't even drink
Like
it to know.
minerals, you
Mm-mm.
could taste the minerals. You're just like, oh, it feels like I'm drinking dirt.
I mean, and at the end of the day, it's all bottled. We don't even know
We don't need
what's
they telling
really
us
in it.
it's coming from a spring, but again, as we talked about with advertisement,
Yeah.
is certain things that they're capable of doing. This they can do bare minimum and still put that on their
Yeah.
bottle. Like,
I've seen different videos where they test the pH of it and
if as long as three
all
water bottles in your pack of
that.
water is comes from a spring and the rest comes from tap, it might be able to be all of it spring
All
water.
spring water.
So we
I
never
just
know.
drink Sprouts spring water. That's all I drink.
I forget which one. It's like it comes in like a big bottle, but I can't remember it. It's like Geyser or something.
Crystal Geyser.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Look, why you got that look? You know, like Crystal Geyser.
I
You look like. Ugh.
listen. I just stick to my spring water.
See, might have to go to Sprouts then.
Yeah, I mean, even when I drink different waters, I taste them. Like they be tasting different.
Yeah, a lot of people be like, "Oh, you got that expensive water. It's all water. It don't taste any different. Yeah, water tastes different."
Now let me say this because every time I talk to people, people are always like, "Well, I don't like water. I don't want to drink water. I can't drink water. It's nasty." It's water. It tastes like nothing. But this is a tip that I give people if you have a hard time drinking water. When you wake up, well, not even when you wake up, before you go to bed at night, put a bottle of water next to your bed. When you wake up, drink half that bottle of water. Make that the first thing you do. When you have to go to the restroom, after you're done, drink water right after that. And it's just a continuous cycle. Every time you go, drink you another half a bottle of water. Technically, however much you weigh, you're supposed to cut that in half, and that's how many ounces you need of water a day. And a bottle of water has like 16.9 or something. So calculate it
16.9
up.
ounces. And it's crazy to think like people don't want to drink like life. Like water is life.
That's it.
Water
It's in
gives you life.
It's in all your fruits and
And
vegetables.
like we talked about in earlier episodes, like with Bravo, when he's like, your body makes you feel hungry because it thinks you're gonna drink water with
Yeah.
whatever you're eating,
Yeah.
or it craves like water dense foods. So
Yeah.
your body's actually telling you every time you go in the kitchen and want to eat something that it needs water, but instead of doing that, you're
Grab that
feeling,
bag of chips.
yeah, you grab that bag of chips and you just instead of dehydrating, your pee probably dark yellow,
Woo.
and it's just like, yeah, you don't want all that. Come on now, you gotta be peeing out water, crystal clear.
Yeah, just Google search that to see what color it's supposed to be because it's supposed to be very, very faint.
Yeah,
Faint.
a splash of yellow here
Yeah.
and there, but it ain't supposed to be yellow like
A
lemonade.
crayon.
Like lemonade. You out here peeing out lemonade, pH balance
No.
just all off. And again, having your body acidic like that is a breeding ground for disease and viruses and stuff like that. So if you feel like you're getting sick a lot, yeah, you might need to start drinking your water a little more.
It helps to release toxins, you know? You don't want to be walking around just loading toxins.
Exactly, and we talked about it. When you sweat, there's water coming out. There's you releasing toxins, so you got to replenish yourself. When you sweat out that type of stuff, you got to replace the water you losing. When you go to the restroom and you pee, you got to replace that what you just put out again.
Yeah.
So
Keep it on a steady cycle. And this just came to mind because water is such a huge topic. We probably need to do just a whole episode on water one day.
water,
Listen, those things that go into your water, that does not count as drinking water. You know, the little, I don't even know the names of them, but you squeeze it in your water, and or the little packets that you pour in your water, that does not count as
it helps
drinking
me
water.
drink my water though.
No.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, they had some that tastes like Jolly Rancher. It tastes like a green apple
And you
Jolly
look
Rancher.
on the pack of those, and it's nothing but
Chemicals,
So
coloring. No,
yeah,
it's
I know
not the
exactly what
same.
you're
Not the
Dang,
same.
I can't forget. I can't remember the specific brand, but they have like flavors and all
It's
that.
like VO or Mio or I don't know,
They
something
have
like that.
Kool-Aid even has some.
Yes. No, the lemonade people, they got the little singles that you could just pour in
It's
your.
country something. I can't remember. I know what you're talking about though.
Like I see the package, but I don't know.
With the little
the little lemon on the front is yellow and it's shaped. I don't know.
it got the barrel in the back and everything. I can't
Yes.
remember it, but it's country something.
Y'all, that doesn't count as drinking water. If you want to spruce up your water, just add fruit to it. My favorite during the summertime is cucumber and mint. That's my
I love adding cucumber to it. Key limes.
So good.
That's an alkaline way to like purify your water is adding
Yep.
key limes to it. Key limes have seeds in it. No, we're not telling you to get regular limes that have no seeds. Key limes, they're small little.
They're going to be a lot smaller than the regular lime that you get. They
But
usually come in a bag too.
but strangely, a lot of stores don't carry key limes, which I
Really?
thought is weird. Like if when I go to Kroger, I really don't see them.
Okay. So if y'all need to know where to get key limes from, try Sprouts and try Central Market because them are the two places where
Yeah,
I
because
found
I can't
them.
even tell you Whole Foods because I don't even know if Whole Foods carries them sometimes, but I don't think
really,
they do.
I don't really go in there like that.
I need to go to Central Market more. I don't
Central
go.
Market is where it's at.
Yeah,
It's
if
where
y'all
it's
didn't
at.
know what Central Market is, that is HEB's answer to Whole Foods. So
There we go.
even though we don't have HEBs out here just yet, that is essentially what they are.
And their produce section just makes me happy. It's like walking through the gates of heaven. You walk in and it's just fruits and vegetables everywhere.
Damn,
Everywhere.
really? I don't.
You haven't been inside?
I've been inside
Ooh,
one,
you gotta
but I
go.
don't shop there as often. Like I usually do Whole Foods if I'm getting produce, just because I'm like that's closer to me.
If anything that you're looking for, anything, they have it.
So that Central Market that's over there off of,
Lover's Lane. We have two. There's one
Yeah.
off of Royal, I believe.
but that's over there in like prison. That's in like Highland
Mm-mm.
Park.
Yeah. And it's not as big. The
Yeah, I
one
know.
off of Lover's Lane in 75, huge.
Right across from the LA Fitness.
Huge. Yes. Yes.
Me and Brandon went there one time. He's like, "Yeah, bro, go on, get some stuff out of here." I was like, "Man, this is a big Central Market."
Huge. Everything you need is in there. Look, I needed lobster mushrooms one time. They had the lobster mushrooms. Sold.
Oh yeah, I need to go
Sold.
there because it's a couple of things I need to do with some lobster mushrooms. If y'all don't know what lobster mushrooms are, no, they're not little lobsters that are mushrooms. They just have the lobster flavor and they're oranges.
Yeah, it
Look 'em
looks
up.
like a little lobster.
Yeah, so yeah, I gotta do something. I gotta go to
Yeah,
Central
check
Market
check them out. You'll fall in love with some spot.
and get some water. If y'all go to Central Market, get some water. Y'all go to Sprouts, get some water.
Yes.
Just start stocking up on water because we like to think that it's a lot in the world, but it's really not. Not water that's drinkable. Like again, we have a lot of water on this planet, but we would have to go through a process to like purify it to make it drinkable.
Right.
It's not a lot of drinkable water on this planet. So once that drinkable water gone, we're
Then
going to
what?
have to get processed water.
Then what? I'm gonna start drinking coconut water if it comes down to that.
I don't like coconut water.
Have you had it out the Thai coconut? The actual,
The actual coconut.
the little young coconut. You had
Trash.
it. You didn't like it.
No.
You didn't have the right kind.
I
I'm not
was
talking about the little
so-
brown coconut.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all about this. I was so excited. This is like back in maybe like
My feelings
2012,
hurt.
2013. This is my first job at Kroger. I worked in produce,
Mhm.
so I'm like, I see the coconuts, so I take it upstairs, because we used to steal out of Kroger. Kroger, I'm sorry if y'all watching this, but your employees steal out of y'all. But so we took it upstairs. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm thinking of movies. They always drinking stuff out of coconut. I'm thinking it's gonna be coconut milk in there. I'm not thinking it's gonna be water. I'm thinking it's gonna be like a creamy, like milky stuff. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. I love coconut. I cracked it open and it's like water. I'm like, what is this? I was like, ugh. I said, what is this? I drink. I said, ugh.
Okay, but what did that coconut look like? Describe what it looked like, please.
It was like tannish, a little fur on there. It was small.
Exactly. It was the round kind. That coconut water is disgusting. I don't even know who drinks that. That's nasty. You need the young coconut. It's like tan and it's shaped like this.
What's that?
Like a little pentagon.
That looked like a diamond that kind of stopped right there.
A diamond that stopped forming. It's shaped like a pentagon and it's like tan, like beige. It's not furry or nothing like that. And you ain't had that one. I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna try it because I'm not opposed to trying coconut waters, but a lot of them that I've had have been trash. And of course, like sometimes Brandon tries to incorporate coconut water in like when we sell it, and every time he's got one, he's like, "Man, this coconut water is trash." He has one that he likes, but every time he gets one that he thinks is sellable, it's like, it's trash. I'm like, I don't even.
They got to be the ones from Thailand. I got you.
Yeah, you got to put me on.
I got you. It'll change your life. That's the only kind of coconut water you're gonna want. Cause it's so good.
Right,
it's so good.
See.
Trust me.
Y'all here first. She putting me on, but if it ain't good. I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna do a whole segment just on like this coconut water.
How bad the coconut water was.
Exactly.
I got faith. You gonna be like, oh, okay.
So
good.
Coconut water is a good way to replace drinks like Gatorade, if you didn't know, because it's full of electrolytes.
Natural electrolytes.
A lot of people don't like coconut for some weird reason. I love coconut. I love coconut cake. I love coconut ice cream. I love anything coconut. I promise you I'll probably eat it. But coconut water is just one I haven't caught the wave on. I'll try it every now and then. But
it's because a lot of the brands, like the bottle brands and stuff, it's junk. It's not authentic.
Everything's processed. Like,
yeah.
Even some of y'all water bottles. If y'all, I think, what water is it? Yeah, you got to read the label because there's some waters that have like salt in it. And you're like, why is there salt in my water? And it's just sodium, phosphate or something. It's some chemical that's usually always in water. And it's just like, why? It should be nothing in here but water.
That's it. Water. Why should
even your seasonings sometimes, your seasonings have chemicals in them, so like to prevent like caking and stuff like that. They have like other stuff in them. If your seasonings don't just have the spices listed out and nothing else, you probably don't want to use that. Even like with salt, some have like salt and then like sodium something else to like help it prevent it from caking up, and it's just like, yeah, I don't want to use you because you got this. It just needs to be
I shop in the bulk section at Sprouts and Central Market yet again.
Yeah,
and get the spices that way. Then you can read the label on the little tin before you put it in your package, and you can see everything that's in it.
They don't have self-checkout, do they? If y'all know why I asked that, y'all know why.
Listen, Central Market, no, but Sprouts in Cedar Hill does. I told you.
Because Whole Foods started, they got self-checkout.
They got self-checkout?
And I definitely be hitting big licks sometimes. Hey. Look here. They account for this. They have a thing called shrink in stores. So they account for like losses and theft. So don't feel bad if like you take something or put something in your thing and it's like nobody says nothing. Like it's not stealing. You just getting a little extra.
Central Market does let you put your own labels on your stuff though. So everything, like,
But see, the key to that is making sure, like, whatever you doing it as, it kind of looks like that. Because even Winco, I've been caught a couple of times at Winco with nutritional yeast. Like, I was marking it up as flour one time. And I was getting big batches for, like, the low. Because everybody knows.
Nutritional yeast is high.
Expensive. That's at least, like, almost $10 a pound.
Yeah.
And one time the lady was like, that's not flour. I'm like, oh, my bad. I was typing it in too fast. She typed in the actual code. It said about like $40, $50. I said, oh. I said, never mind. You can take that off. She gonna have the audacity to get mad at me talking about something. we got to throw this away because they can't put it back in the bin. Like
Oh
if somebody
no.
doesn't get it, they have to throw it away.
I would have
And
been like, well, you can buy it, sis.
I was like,
Buy it.
y'all was finna get $2-3, but now y'all ain't finna get nothing.
from
Y'all wasn't finna get the price you wanted, but hey,
If she wants to be the all-star employee, then just buy it.
exactly.
Buy it and take it home. There you go.
Because I think Winco's like employee owned, so I don't know how their employee process works. But I guess like they probably get like a share of the company or something like that.
I've never been inside of a Winco.
Winco has a pretty good bulk section. That's really what I go there for is like bulk stuff. But yeah, the key is to make sure it looks like. So if you're doing like black pepper, because black pepper can get it looks expensive, might want to just mark it up as chia seeds or something. I'm giving y'all a little helpful.
These are little tips for you to take.
And if y'all watching Sprouts, Whole Foods, Kroger, I'm not advocating stealing. I do not steal. I have never stolen from y'all. I promise. But if you're shopping there, you know what I'm saying, helpful shopping tips.
There you go.
Again, we getting off a little off subject, but hey.
Again, that's what we do.
We telling y'all, be kind, unwind. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself. The weight of the world can get a lot sometimes. Everybody goes through it. Nobody's immune. I'm pretty sure even the most successful people have a type of pressure on them, which, again, if you read the Will Smith book, I definitely advocate y'all do. Y'all will see that no matter how much money, no matter how much success or fame you get, you still encounter similar struggles that a lot of other people face. A lot of people just think money will fix their problems, and it helps a lot with certain stuff, but it still doesn't help you escape certain problems like depression and stress. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody encounters that. Everybody just needs ways to like get that off of them. So again, prioritizing your rest, making sure you're sleeping like you need to. You're taking showers daily, even if you're not taking 1, 2, 3 times a day. At least take a shower a day. You know what I'm saying? And if it's at night, cool. Before you get in bed, you shouldn't be getting in bed with your outside clothes or your outside body anyway.
I never seen
Yeah, so take your showers, meditate, write down your feelings, write it down in a journal and stuff like that. Stretch, breathe properly, learn how to breathe. If you don't know how to breathe, Google it, YouTube, go out, find a yoga class, practice your breathing. Even when you just at work and you sitting down, just making sure you're breathing right. You're meditating, you're stretching, make sure you get your body nice and limber. You know what I'm saying? Get them kinks up out of you. And, you know what I'm saying, enjoy water. Drink your water. Eat water-rich foods like watermelons and strawberries
cucumbers,
and cucumbers, stuff like that, and get your water in.
Yeah. Last thing I want to say, just make sure whenever you are unwinding and you're about to go to bed at night, if anything had bothered you throughout the day, anything made you angry, stressed, any type of emotion that can be counted as something that's negative, don't take that to bed with you. Because if you take that to bed with you, you're going to wake up with that same energy still on you. So everything that we've just talked about, everything he just named, try to find something that works for you to allow you to release that stress, release that anger, whatever that emotion is, and just make sure you don't take it to bed with you.
No, absolutely. I always tell you not to go to bed mad, angry, and stuff like that. Again, just let it go. If it ain't going to bother you within the next week, next month, next year or so, you probably need to let it go. It's no reason that you should carry on anger and feelings like that make you biased towards stuff. Just let it go. I promise you, you'll feel better. Even if, you know what I'm saying, you don't forgive, which you should always forgive. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go and let it be what it be. Charge it to the game and just continue to go. I always tell people, I charge it to the game. That's life. We can't control stuff how we want to, and it is what it is, so just relinquish that. You know what I'm saying? It's out of your control. It's out of your hands at the end of the day. So, you know, again, I've been Jesse the Truth.
I'm Tierica.
And this has been the Growth Podcast. Tune in. We got more coming for you. Thank you.